Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my channel. I'm so excited to be back once more. I hope you are all doing well. If it's your first time of seeing my face, my name is Janet and I welcome you specially. Here on this channel, I share with you different relocation opportunities to different countries. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet and you've not been watching my videos, you are missing out. There are different scholarship opportunities, visa sponsored jobs, opportunities that I've shared on my channel already. You would want to make use of this opportunity. So today, as you can see from the caption or the title, we will be solving a particular question for the IELTS writing exam, especially the part 2 of the exam. All right, so I'll be sharing my screen with you. So what we need to do is have your pen and paper with you. I'll share the question and then we'll go and solve or write our answers down, and then we'll come back again and reveal our answers. Please, you can pause this video. I will not be able to pause because of time. So but once I show you the question and I ask you to start, please pause this video, write something down. Okay, write something down. Remember, you need to have an introduction, a body a body and a conclusion. And your bodies, don't forget that your idea should be discussed in different paragraphs. Okay, for your introduction, you can just summarize what the question is and then now saying this is what you will be doing in this essay. Okay, if you have not watched my previous video, I gave you different techniques and different ideas that you can use to tackle these essay questions. Please, if you have not watched it, go and watch it first before coming to watch this video. It's very important so that you can know what is included in your introduction, in the body and in the conclusion. It will help you a lot. All right, so but before I show the question, I'll just briefly go through what is included in the essay. All right, so just give me a minute. Let me share my screen with you now so we can go ahead. All right, as you can see on my screen, okay, we have the introduction. Number 1, there's an introduction where you briefly introduce the topic. All right, you briefly introduce the topic. This is particular to the question we'll be answering today as well. Okay, it's particular to the question we are answering now. So once you want to start, briefly introduce the topic. You can summarize the question briefly. All right, not so long, just brief. Can be just 2 lines or 3 lines. Then state the 2 arguments in the question, because today we are tackling a 2-way question. Okay, 2-way question means there are 2 arguments in a particular question which you have to discuss and now take your stand. That's what a 2-way question means. So, and then you now mention what you would do. Like I said, you now take your stand. Tell us what you'll be doing in the essay after you've mentioned the 2 arguments. Then from the body, that's where you now start discussing your topic sentences. What I mean by topic sentences is your answers, your points you want to use to discuss, to argue your points. You discuss them in separate paragraphs, don't forget, and then explain them and put examples. Can be 1 example. Please note that you don't have much time. You only have 1 hour for both questions. All right, so conclusion, you summarize the key points that you have discussed briefly, and then you now restate your opinion. You now take your stand again. Having discussed A and B, now this is my stand. And then you can give your final thoughts, or you can leave it at you restating your opinion and ending it there, so you can have more time to review your answer. So for this particular question, please, you should present both sides of the arguments and clearly state your opinion. All right, let me make this very I'm sure you can see clearly now. You can see more clearly now. You should present both sides of the argument and clearly state your opinion. All right, so having said that, we are going to go to the question now, as you can see. So two-way question type, this is what you are supposed to do. Please, now we are starting. I'll just read the question briefly and then please go ahead and start. So the question says, some people believe that technology has made communication between people less meaningful. Others argue that it has improved the quality of communication. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. Do you see how a two-way question looks like now? So some people said this, others said this. Then you are now to discuss both view before you now give your opinion. I hope that is clearly understood. All right, so from your the instruction will come. Please, you are to write an essay of at least 250 words. All right, 250 words. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. This is, for example, of a part 2 question. All right, which means for your part 1 you should spend 20 minutes, while this part 2 you spend 40 minutes. Then make sure to present both sides of the argument, state your opinion, okay, and then use range of vocabulary and grammar structures to convey your point clearly. Like I said, if you have not watched my previous video on how I've explained how IELTS writing is and how you can score a high mark or point, then go and do that before you come back and watch this video. So now please, let's start. You can pause your video now and go and attempt this question. Don't forget, there's introduction, body and conclusion, and then we'll come back once you finish. All right, so moving on, having attempted the question, this is my own answer. All right, this is my own answer. I'm sure my screen is very bold and you can see. So now this is my introduction, the first paragraph. This is how brief it is. Can you see how brief it is? First paragraph, my introduction. This is me discussing one of the arguments. Number 1, this is me discussing one of the arguments, and then this is number 2. This is number 2 here. This one, conversely, this is number 2 argument, and this is now my opinion. You can see it in my opinion. You can see it's just very small, and then I concluded. So it says, in the contemporary world, the impact of technology on communication is a subject of heated debate. You see, it's just like paraphrasing the question. So while some argue that technology has diminished the depth and quality of interpersonal interactions, others contend that it has significantly enhanced communication. This essay will explore both perspectives before concluding with my own view. Can you see how simple and straightforward this is? All right, I hope you have also stated that, and if I am to be reading your essay now, I will understand what you want to be doing in this essay. So can you see here, the yellow ones is the yellow, what I marked yellow is the first argument. The second one, which is in blue, is the second, that's the first, and this is the second in blue. Then if you see the words I shaded in green, that are in green, those are my linking words. Remember, you have to use linking words as well. I discussed that all in my previous video. So like on one hand, for instance, moreover, additionally, first, second, for example, furthermore, in my opinion, however, in conclusion, those are linking words, to let the examiner or the marker know, okay, is this person discussing further what has been said, or we are moving to a new argument, or it just give the marker an idea of what you are doing at a particular time, or what you are discussing at a particular time. So moving on, so this is me discussing the first argument. Crisis assert that technology has made communication less meaningful. Can you see that I paraphrased it again? Can you see? There are so many things you can do with the question. You can paraphrase them in different ways. So one major concern is that digital forms of communication, such as texting and social media, often lack the personal touch and emotional depth found in face-to-face conversations. Can you see now? I've explained that. I've explained this now. That's my explanation. Then I give an example. For instance, emojis and abbreviations cannot fully convey the nuances of human emotions, leading to superficial interactions. Moreover, the ease of online communication can encourage quantity over quality. You see, that's explaining further. You see that? So I just didn't stop at just rephrasing or paraphrasing what the argument is. I gave points to back it up. I discussed further. So the ease of online communication can encourage quantity and quality, and so on and so forth. This additionally, the absence of non-verbal cues in written digital communication can lead to misunderstandings and reduction in effectiveness of interactions, depending on the question. Once you mention the first point, you just explain and give example. That's basically what you need to do here. And please do not explain out of point. It must be in line with the argument and your example as well. Don't give examples that are even off point or that cannot be verified. Don't go and be giving statistics when you cannot verify such statistics. Alright, so conversely, now I'm discussing the second opinion. I told you that you must discuss the opinions in separate paragraphs. Many argue that technology has improved the quality of communication in several significant ways. First, you see now, that's a linking word. First, you mentioned it facilitates instant connectivity, allowing individuals to maintain relationships across long distances. That's my first argument about the second opinion that was given in the question. The second opinion was that it enhanced communication, and I give you how, which is number one, it facilitates instant connectivity. That's number one. And then allowing individuals to maintain relationship across distances, no matter where they are. That's explaining further. So I gave example. Video calls enable people to see each other, now. So secondly, I don't want to waste time. That's why but you can pause this video and read through my answer so that you can have an idea of what to say if you are asked this kind of question. I'm not saying this is the exact question that will come out. This is just an idea, So technology secondly, this is second now. Technology enhances accessibility to diverse perspective and information, enriching conversations and broadening one's understanding of different viewpoints. Platforms such as social media and online forums provide spaces for people to share ideas and collaborate, fostering a sense of global community. All right, that's another argument. It allows for collaboration. It allows people to come together and share ideas and so on. You can explain them in your own way. I don't know what points you have written down, but this is an idea for you to make use of. So technology streamlines communication, making it more. This is furthermore, this is explaining further. So the reader should know that you've finished this discussion now. You've explained, you've mentioned how it collaborates and bring people together to share ideas. Then you are now explaining further, saying that technology streamlines communication, making it more efficient and productive in both personal and professional context. You see now, that's like a further discussion. Now once you have now discussed the two opinions, as you've seen, then my own opinion is that while technology has its drawbacks in terms of reducing the depth of communication, it believes in terms of connectivity and efficiency as substantial. It is crucial, however, a linking word here again, to strike a balance between digital and personal interactions. For instance, setting aside dedicated time for Face-to-face meetings or meaningful phone conversations can help maintain the quality of relationships amid the convenience of digital communication. Can you see now? That's now my opinion. After I've discussed A and B that are in the question, I now took my stand. Can you see my stand now? Then I now concluded that although technology may sometimes compromise the richness of interpersonal communication, it also offers valuable enhancement in terms of connectivity and accessibility. Then by finding a balance, this is now my point, my own arguments now. I discussed finding a balance between both. Remember, if you don't, please pause this video now and reread this. By finding a balance between digital and direct interactions, individuals can harness the advantages of technology while preserving the essence of meaningful communication. And that's it. Full stop. This is all you need to do. Imagine all this now, they're like over 300 words, and you are required to write 250. You see now that you already exceeded and you have all your points intact. So this is how a writing test, especially for part 2, looks like. Please let me know. Did you do as you are instructed to do? Did you follow all the instructions? Did you separate your paragraphs? Did you use linking words? Did you address the question? Did you state your opinions? Please take note of that. If you have not, please, you can also redo this. Practice make perfect. That's all I can say. Please practice as much as you can. Practice, practice, practice. Please do not cram any questions or answers, because you will be disappointed when you get to the exam hall and you find out that none of the essays you have been attempting came out. It will set you off balance. You will lose everything you already know. Even you will lose your grammar, your coherence and all. So it will serve you off. It will set you off balance. Do not cram anything. Do not cram. Do not cram. All right. So practice and practice. Next, I'll also be bringing another type of question that I'll be doing here, as we'll be doing it together like we did today. So if you don't want to miss out, go and subscribe to my channel. In the coming days, I'll be having so many of these videos coming. I'll be doing for listening, writing, and the rest as well. So you don't want to miss out. If you have not subscribed, do that now and click on the bell icon. That will be notifying you whenever I have a new video. Thank you so much for staying till now. That will be all from me today. I hope you have learned a lot. Thank you and God bless you. I will see you